It's week 14 of the National Football League, and we've got the BlackKnights leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the BlackKnights and the Cardinals, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate Scott, Brock Hewitt here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking the sweep and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt.
Yeah.
These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things on the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does.
One final month to push for the playoffs or start preparing for the future. Here we go in week 14. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. And leading them out is one of the league's longest tenured quarterbacks.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but he took great care of the football. And of course, well, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Has it downfield, working the left. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. To throw here on first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Heaves this one for the back of the end zone. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. Trying to push this past the marker. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to the well again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They send the tight end in motion. Pass play now. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Setting up a throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down. Now a give running right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
3rd and long for him here. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, where they come down to a play or two and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hands, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So they come on offense now, ready for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 4th-year quarterback.
And it doesn't take him long to get into a groove. Find that comfortable zone where everything is working for him, where the game slows down. And that's when he becomes most dangerous. Kate, he told us this week he wants to settle into that really early in the game. And if that happens, well, it's bad news for this defense.
And he's brought down for a loss.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he couldn't do a whole lot there. Minimal yardage picked up to the 27. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with. Looking for a throw here. Oh, he trucked that defender. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing from the gun here. Finds him over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
No, it's not a running back, but it's a receiver carrying across the marker, Kate. I'm not even calling this a trick play anymore. It's about maximizing your resources and your asset, and this receiver shows you he can be a tool as a running back.
And he's there to send that one away incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he gets some good yardage down to the 42. 70 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. He's dropping back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face, because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down? He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Cardinals and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And as he continues lighting up the stat sheets this season, we can see he's still chasing one man for the NFL lead in passing yardage. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff now from the gun. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Second and 3 now. Sending a receiver left. Another carry for him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Even on the outer edges of this field, Kate, a cornerback making a stop behind the line, it's impressive. But in the middle third, that takes a special and fearless type of cornerback.
Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
A give now from the gun. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. Back-to-back carries here. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Just a field goal separates these two. Take a quick break, and we'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He beams one deep right side. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's going to be 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2. Handoff now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's a Cardinals 1st down. Give now to the running back. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. He brings it in. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Running for it again. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Cardinals make it a 9-point advantage. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the 2nd time around.
The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27. So here comes this offense for its second series of the game. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he makes the Hex go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. But same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals take a 3-possession lead.
BlackKnights, nothing.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Now this offense getting set to work here. And things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to the air following the pick six. Complete over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. 2nd and 3 now.
2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 4 coming up now.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Here comes the BlackKnights punt team. And this will be his first effort of the contest. Collects this at the 32. 58 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Cardinals football. The Cardinals and this running back headed back out for a new series. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting 2nd right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Finds the in route complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Ooh, after that play, we can tell he's hurting. He's someone they need to help their playoff hopes. Training staff working on him now. 2nd and 3 now. From the 43. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona. Back now, pressure on its way. He's got it over the middle. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Takes off right out of the read option. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They're set up at the 35 now. To throw it on 1st down. That one's complete right side. And this one does not go far. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he gets this forward to the 19. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. He's at midfield. The 30. Gets the 10. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. You get a pick-6. You get a pick-6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
Highlight? You're going to call a pick-6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Black Knights cut the lead down to 10. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Cardinals ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Intercepted. And the BlackKnights get it back on his 6th interception of the season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Now this offense ready to head back out. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory, and they've got a short field after that pick. They'll throw to begin this drive. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So 2nd down coming up. Throwing off the play fake here. Caught, nice gain left side. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Forced out to his... Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down. But where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. Trying again, following the sack. Hits his running back. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And that's caught in the end zone for the touchdown. The BlackKnights pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6. We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Extra point attempt coming up. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. The visitors returning their offense, and this running back to the field. 1st and 10 now from the 30. And this drive, Brock, hopefully longer than that last one. They were only out there one play before they were picked off.
Yeah, kind of a good chance right now to see how risk-averse these guys are offensively. A lot of game left. They could give the passing game a little breather and start this one on the ground.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Cardinals first down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. They put a receiver in motion here left. Here's 2nd and 5. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Back to throw. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And this one sails out. No return on the punt. This offense getting all set for this series. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Throwing now from the gun. Finds his man over the middle. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line. To throw here on 1st down. Finds a man right side. And they make the tackle at the 38. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
New set of downs for him at the 38. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Got a man, it's Thomas. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll give him a 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Brought in right side. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. From the red zone now. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll throw it again. And he finds him in the end zone for the touchdown. The BlackKnights take the lead just before halftime. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out. And it was what you talked about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw. But hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
That one splits the uprights. And the BlackKnights take a 4-point lead. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Looking to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And this will remain a 4-point game. We're to the halfway mark, and it's the Black Knights leading from San Diego. Now we'll jump from the West Coast to the East Coast, down to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. More from you and Brock in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat, and it's the Rams who are out in front in that one. The Rams locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we're off to check out another game, and you can see they trail in that one as that game's got to have time. Finally, let's get over to Inglewood, see what's happening with the Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. J.J. McCarthy leading the way there. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. This return makes it up to the 25. So their offense will have it first to begin quarter number 3. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Throwing from the gun. That's Thomas. He's got it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They'll run here on first down. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. Looking right, and he finds him. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It goes for a 38-yard pickup, and it sets up first down.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Short pass brought in. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the Cardinals' 14-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He brings it in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
And the catch is made for the touchdown. The Black Knights grow the lead coming out of halftime. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. That one right down the middle. And the Black Knights drive their lead to 11. They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. This return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The visitors are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. Caught quickly on the slant. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fields this at the 19. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
The gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
He'll look to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll give him a 1st down. Running it now out of the gun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time and talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team topic. That play, by that corner right there, I know this is a head football coach, not a head football manager, but he's going to take that play, he's going to illuminate it to his team and show the fearlessness of his corner making that tackle.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They motion the tight end over. From the gun on 3rd down. Completed over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Pick up a 5 on that play. And they'll have 1st down. They're throwing it. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. The rookie from Florida in on that stop. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back now, pressure on its way. He just throws this one away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
That blitz right there, Kate, was a win-win defensively. Got a lot more bodies around the line of scrimmage in case that offense ran it. Well, they put it in the air, and that quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball other than in his own arms. Here in the third quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
He puts one through the uprights, and now he'll send it towards the other end zone. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Throwing now off play action. He shovels this one forward. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They get 6 and a 1st down as well. Design bootleg here. He puts everything behind this one. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. So that brings up 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. That one gains 7. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona. This is the end of the third quarter. It's Cardinals ball, and they could use a score. They come into the 4th trailing. First and 10 from the 41. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Putting a receiver in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. This offense making its way back out now. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time.
And they are there to bring him to a halt at the 26. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They give it to him again. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And they're going to have a first down. This time it's a passing play. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Trying the right side. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Back to the well again. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 38. Hauled in left side. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Ball at the 33 for first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll try and throw it here. Finds his man over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
They go play action here. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now a give left side. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Another carry for him. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The visitors back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. Offense up to the line fast. From the 35 on second down. Catch made over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. To throw it on first down. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They are throwing it again. Short pass brought in. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Working quickly here. That one's complete, right side. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just as we've come up to the 2-minute warning. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He's got it at the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. They'll throw it again. He's got it. And in for the Arizona touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals cut the lead down to 10.
Cardinals 34.
Well, this one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And this onside kick doesn't go their way. The hands team makes the cover. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. The BlackKnights headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Here's a handoff up the gut. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Back-to-back carries here. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Now, after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Cardinals going nickel here, 3rd down. Throwing from the gun here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Here's a give up the middle. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with the win. And they take not just the victory, but some serious year-long bragging rights home with them after this one, as they finish off the sweep of their division rivals.